Okay, welcome back. Our next lesson in week 1 is going to be customizing your forms. So we're going to click on the gear icon and we're going to go over to, again, the first column under your company and go to custom form styles. So what this allows you to do, we're going to click on new style and let's just say invoice because most likely that's what we're going to be creating. This allows you to create an invoice based on what you would want it to look like. Now, if you have a really particular, like very creative custom style, then you may have to have pre-printed forms. But if you're okay with the printed versions, you can get still pretty creative with there. So let's go to click on, you can name your template, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just going to leave it as it is. Dive in with templates. So you have different ones. This is called Airy New. This one's called Airy Classic. We have Modern, Fresh, Bold, and Friendly. I have always just been a fan of Fresh. I just kind of like the way it looks. So we're going to go with that. You can add your logo. I don't think it would allow me yet. Okay, actually, well, let's see if it'll let me choose a photo. Let's see. I'm going to actually grab my logo to see if it will. It looks like it's actually working, which is a good thing. I wasn't sure since this was a demo account if it would allow me to do it. Okay, there it is. So that's the C2 accounting logo. So I'm going to hit save and there it is. I can do the size. Do I want it small, medium, large? Do I want it on this side? Do I want it in the middle of the page? On the left side? In this case, I'm going to keep it over, I'm sorry, on the right side, I'll keep it there. Splash on some color. As you can see, it changed the color based on my logo, which is supposed to be purple, but sometimes, I don't know, it comes out looking kind of blue. So we're going to change this to purple just because I like purple. Actually, you can actually do a custom color, which I happen to know what my color is, 371550. If I wanted to change my font from Helvetica to, say, Times New Roman, I can do that. And if I want to change from here to 12, I get a little bit bigger. So this is very simple. It's not crazy fancy, but it is more customizable. It looks more like my invoice as opposed to something that's basic. If I go over to content, you can click on anything that has the edit icon. I can add the phone number here. If I wanted to, I can take off the email address or put it back on. If I wanted to add the address, I could do that. Take it off. You can basically do a lot of things. In this case, if I wanted to change it from invoice to, say, bill, I don't know. If for some reason I want to do that, I can change the form, the name, the numbers, what's being displayed. So if you scroll down here, whether it's if I want to add shipping, so you can have some other things like that. So if I come down to the next section, I could add SKU numbers. I can take off, I don't think I want the client to know exactly what the activity name is, just the description, so I can take that off. And they don't need to know the quantity. They just need to know what they're paying me for. Okay, so that's how I want mine to look. And then I go to my next section, emails, which we've already gone over. So you back in the original setup, you would have created your template for your emails. So we don't have to do anything here. And if I were taking payments from QuickBooks, I can click and say, give them the option of paying online or paying by credit card. You do have to set up that with QuickBooks, but that puts it all in the invoice. If I want to preview, so that is what it would look like once it's done. I don't know why the logo is blacked out, but this is a demo account, so we're just going to go with that. And I don't know if you were able to see that, but I did do a preview, and for some reason the logo was blacked out. So we're just going to hit done. And that is the basics of customizing your forms, and you basically repeat the same thing if you had estimates or purchase orders that you wanted to customize, and for some reason if you want them a little different than what your invoices are. We're not going to go through that because it literally is the exact same process. So thank you for watching this section about customizing your forms, and we'll be back with the next lesson shortly.